Hello and welcome to this Southern Stepping workshop. I'm speaking to you from the heart of the Hampshire countryside on the edge of the South Downs National Park, halfway between Winchester and Portsmouth, the very area that this type of step dancing comes from. We're in a small medieval town called Bishop's Waltham. Here, the Bishop of Winchester built himself a great palace in the woods, away from the disease and pestilence of Winchester. As you can see, this palace that dates from the 12th century is now very much a ruin. Around his palace, the Bishop of Winchester owned a huge area of hunting grounds, and he also had very well stocked fish ponds. Behind me here you can see the Barleycorn Inn. Here, until the 1960s, there were music evenings with tunes and songs and step dancing. A few miles south from here, at Shedfield, at Samuel's Rest Public House, we hold our monthly session. And at this public house, the dancing evenings lasted until the 1980s. So let's have a little clip to show you a flavour of one of our evenings there. Inevitably, over time, fashion in entertainment and in dance and music changed. But we're very fortunate that the Romany traveller community have always valued step dancing and kept this tradition alive in their culture. And we've been very lucky that two ladies from this community, Janet Keep Black and Valerie Shipley, have been very generous and shared their style of stepping with us. Neither of these ladies were formally taught or had any sort of dance lessons. They learnt by watching and copying. So the way that I would teach this workshop, we've developed over the last few years. But let's have a look at these two ladies dancing. First Janet Keep Black and then Val Shipley. Southern stepping is an improvisational style where short step motifs are combined in a natural response to the music. These motifs come in other forms of step dance and would probably be very familiar to you. This style developed because dancers couldn't sit still when they heard particular tunes and responded by dancing the percussion accompaniment. It's not really a performance style, but one suited for informal social occasions and sessions, a way for the dancer to express their musicality and feel the joy of dance. Each dancer develops their own style, and we always say that as long as you're dancing in time with the music, you cannot get it wrong. In this workshop, I'll be covering dancing to polkas and to jigs. The way the tunes are played greatly influences the way the dancer moves to the music. Playing for us today is Kath Watkins, a fine exponent of the local style. So greetings from Hampshire. We're filming in our home just across from the Palace Ruin. We're excited to have been asked to participate in Rejigged Festival this year. So now let me give you a little flavour of polka stepping using just the motifs I'll be showing you today. Let's get started. Janet Keat Black's father was a boxer and a step dancer, and she says that when you're doing polka stepping, you should feel as though you're skipping with a rope. So let's try that. We'll just spring from one foot to the other, like this. Have a go. That's it. Lovely, and stop. Doesn't matter which foot you start on, you can't get it wrong. We're going to start with slow heels. Step slowly from one foot to the other, and then step and hit the heel of the other foot before stepping on it, like this. Have a go. No weight on the heel. Step, hit, step, hit, step, hit, step, hit, step, hit, step, hit. Let's try that to some music now. This time we're going to mark the end of the phrase with two flat steps like this. It will be step, heel, step, flat, flat. Show you that again. Step, heel, step, flat, flat. We're going to try that with the music now. And when we come to the end of the phrase of the music, you'll hear where you put those two flat feet. Now we're going to go back to the springs we did at the beginning. These are going to be twice the speed of the steps, like this. And now add your heel beats. Keep your heels right under the body now that you're going faster. Join in and see how that feels. Now let's add that to our slow heels and flat steps. It doesn't matter which foot you start on. We'll begin with 12 slow heels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fast. Flat, flatten again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fast. Flat again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fast. Now let's put all of that to music. Here's another option. Instead of doing step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, you can alternate with a toe behind. Look like this. Step, heel, step, toe, step, heel, step, toe. Step, toe, step, heel, step, toe. Join in and have a go. Step, toe, step, heel, step, toe, step, heel, step, toe, step, heel, step. And in the same way as the heel is just a hit with no weight, the toe is a tap with no weight behind. Now we've got 3 motifs. We've got our slow heels, and you might want to put that toe behind. We've got our fast heels, and we've got our flat steps. The next thing to do is to mix them up. This is the secret of improvisation. Take a limited number of motifs and work them in together. So for example, we could do slow heels, fast heels, or we could do fast heels and flat steps, and then slow heels to the end of the phrase. There's no right or wrong. There's no foot you have to start on. Let's have a little go with some music. Now let's try something different. If you dance a polka as a couple, you do 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3, hop, step, 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 hop, step, 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 hop. Let's just try that. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hop. Now you can add your heels in. It would look like this. So let's try 4 slow heels followed by 2 polka steps. It'll look like this. Join in. Okay, let's try that now with some music. The next thing we can do is move the hop in the polka step and put it at the beginning. We can do step, hop, change, change, 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 step, hop, change, change. And now we can put the heels in. Step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. Now let's try 4 slow heels and then the polka step starting with the hop. It will look like this. And step, heel, step, hop, step, step, hop, and now let's try that to music. Something many dancers do in this style is to leave beats out. We've been dancing step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel. If you leave out the second heel beat, you get step, heel, step, pause. Let's get a feel for this. We'll do 4 step heels and then we'll leave out the heel. It will look and sound like this. Step, step, 3, 4. Step, heel, step, step, heel, step, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, pause, step, heel, pause, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, pause, step, heel, pause, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, pause, step, heel, pause, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, pause, step, heel, pause. Of course, we've been dancing those step heels at a faster speed, so when you speed it up, it will be like this. time to recap our polka steps. We've had our slow heels and our fast heels and our flat steps. We had a polka step, and we changed the hop to the beginning. And we left out a heel beat, which looked like this. Right, let's have some fun and try mixing them all up. It doesn't matter, just have a go, and if in doubt, go back to the beginning and start with the slow heels again. Okay, enjoy. The more you experiment, the easier improvising becomes, until you're able to copy the pattern of the tune or emphasize the rhythm. Put music on in your kitchen and get stepping. Now here's a chance to practice what you've just learnt on your own. A polka written especially for Southern stepping by fiddler Lewis Wood called The Third Wednesday. Let's move on to jig stepping, which is very characteristic of the English southern counties. Here's a flavour of jig stepping using the motifs we'll work on today. The fundamental building block of the jig is the pas de bar, just those three simple steps. 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2. Yum-ti-tum, 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 tum-ti-tum. Not dancing down into the floor, but as though you're gliding across it. Join in and have a go. 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2. With the pas de bar, you can cross the leg over to make a different shape. You can move around and you can turn around. Immediately you get this dancey feeling, and this is what we want to keep all the way through our jig dancing. Now let's try this with some music. In this style we use heel and toe shuffles rather than toe-toe shuffles. Let's practice these. We do step shuffle, step shuffle. Here we go. Step shuffle. Now let's try 6 pas de bars followed by 4 shuffles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and shuffles. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shuffle, pas de bar, and shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, with the music, and we repeat that through a few times. At the end of the pas de bar, you can add a beat by adding a catchback with the free foot like this. Let's add that to our 6 pas de bars and finish with shuffles. And 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, shuffle. Alternatively, you can add a heel-toe shuffle to the end of the pas de bar like this. Let's add that to our 6 pas de bars and shuffles. Here we go. 4, 5, 6. Shall we try those 2 again? With the catch back and then with the shuffles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shuffle. 6 and shuffles. Now let's change it around. We'll do 4 shuffles and pas de bar. You can choose the catch back or you can use the shuffle or just plain pas de bars. Mix them up and move them around in your space. Here we go. Shuffles first and now we're going to extend the pas de bar. We've been doing 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2. Now we're going to extend it to 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, like this. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. You can do this on the spot. You can use it to move to the side, or you can use it to turn. You could change the foot position, so you can cross over and cross back. Let's play with this long pas de bar with some music. Now we're going to mix up our pas de bars. We'll start by doing 2 short followed by a long, like this. Long, short, short, long. Let's have a go with that. And short, short, long, short, short, long. Now let's try that the other way. Long followed by 2 shorts like this. Have a go at that. And And again, long. So now we have three motifs: the shuffle, and we have the short pas de bar and the long pas de bar. Long. So let's have a play. Let's try and mix those three motifs up and we'll have some music. The next progression is to add heel beats into the pas de bar like this. It's very typical of the southern style of jigs. So what I'm doing, we've been doing 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2. We're going to add the and, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, and the and is a strike with the heel again, no weight on it. Have a go. Let's try 2 plain pas de bars and then the heels like this. Again. Let's try that to music. We'll do 2 plain and then 2 with the heel beat. Well done. Now we'll try it a little faster. Now let's add the heel beat into the long pas de bar. We've been doing 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. With the heel it would be 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Let's have a go at some of those. 2 plain and then try and put the heel in. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again. With the music, begin with 2 long plain parter bars and then add the heel beats. Now let's try mixing the short and long parter bars with the heel beats. Your choice. Good, that's something to work on in the privacy of your own kitchen. It might take a while for that to embed itself and to feel natural. Now, I did say that this style is close to the floor, but you may want to emphasize a feature in the tune with a little hop, little step hop. So if we're doing those shuffles, we could replace the last shuffle with a little hop like this. Have a go. And the last thing I want to show you is something that Val Shipley adds to her dancing. It's very distinct to Val. I've not really seen anybody else do it. It's a simple change of weight while sliding the feet across the floor. So we're just going to change our weight from one side to the other. So left, right, and then we just slide our feet backwards while we're changing weight from side to side. There it is again. Slide, 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 and from the front, slide, 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 slide. Good. Let's now do 3 lots of shuffle and hop and finish the phrase with the 4 changes of weight sliding the feet, Val's favourite step. So here we go. 3, slide, 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 slide. Let's try that again. And 2, 3, slide, 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 slide. And I'll turn around and do it the other way. And now let's do this with the music. let's recap the jigs. Remember, it's all based around the pas de bar, whether it's short or long. We get the body dancing and then we make it more percussive. And to do that, we can add catchbacks and shuffles to our pas de bars. And then we can add in heel beats. And we did shuffle with a little hop. And then those lovely slides from Val Shipley, where we're just changing our weight from one side to the other. Remember, the default position is the pas de bar. Go back to the simple pas de bar. And if you're dancing to the music, you're getting it right. Well done. Now here's a chance again to practice what you've just learnt on your own. A jig written especially for Southern stepping by fiddler Lewis Wood called The Appreciated Violin. Thank you for joining us in this workshop. I hope you now have some building blocks to enable you to develop your own stepping style to use during sessions. Thanks to Kath on fiddle, Uta for filming and editing, and my wife Jo, who has been working hard here in the background. Goodbye from Bishop's Waltham.